Pitch Ghana is brought to you by Hope Channel Ghana in partnership with Seed Spring Network and proudly sponsored by the Adventist Heritage Cooperative Fund Limited and the National Entrepreneurship Innovation Program. Previously on The Pitch.
2 are out of the competition and there remain 7 of them. Who is going to stay and who is going to leave? Welcome to The Pitch, where dreams become a reality. Today, the contestants are going to meet with the board and to present on the tasks they were given.
Good afternoon. I would like to present the financial projection, income statement, and cash flow for Otec Biozyme Bacteria today. I would like to start by saying our balance sheet is, of course, one small step for man, but the pitch is a giant leap for mankind. And taking this opportunity, we have done a survey and have noticed our KPIs pointed to 2.1 million residential and non-residential structures in Greater Accra only, and they all produce waste. And if Otec Biozyme Bacteria had funding in 2022, this would have been our income statement with assumptions.
2 million in Accra, 2.6 in Eastern Region. Are you starting in Accra and adding on to us to go along? Is that what it is?
Yes, I want to start with Accra.
Okay, but then does it mean that in the second year you will not be doing anything in Accra?
We'll still be selling in Accra.
Yes, so I would have expected that there will be a cumulative effect. So even if they are doing 500,000 instead of 2 million in Accra, that plus the 2.6 in the extent should come to 3.1, and it goes on and on and on and on.
Okay.
When we say income statement, it shows the revenue and expenditure of a business. And also when we say cash flow also shows the amount of money that comes into the business and the money that also goes out of the business. And when we say balance sheet, it also contains the assets, liability, and equity of a business.
Regarding your assumptions, revenue per additional customer is 50 cedis. And that's what you're projecting going forward. That's the assumption you have.
Yes.
So, on that basis, do you have an idea how many customers you need to bring on board to generate the kind of revenue that you are looking at?
We will be right back. The Pitch Ghana is brought to you by Hope Channel Ghana in partnership with Seed Spring Network and proudly sponsored by the Adventist Heritage Cooperative Fund Limited and the National Entrepreneurship Innovation Program.
My name is Emmanuel Nimate Kobodo and I'm the headmaster of Ofanko SDA School. When we started, in fact, it was difficult. We were going around looking for support. Then one pastor recommended Heritage Fund. We can save through Heritage so that when we need support, they will be there to help us. We started. Gradually, we were able to save something. At the end of the day, Adventist Heritage Cooperative Fund, ACOF, has helped a lot to be able to finish part of the building, and then you'll be able to purchase a school bus for the school. So I recommend Heritage Fund to you. If you need a place to save as an Adventist institution, the best place for you is ACOF.
We make you financially independent.
Welcome back.
Hello friends, my name is Chaplain Elom Edison and I want to welcome you to another exciting episode of The Pitch. At The Pitch, we say dreams become a reality. God has placed it upon our heart to enable these young people's dream to become a reality. And I'm hoping that all that the board, together with the faculty, are doing is helping to prepare them as they walk towards their final pitch. Indeed, that would be a great day. This program is an initiative of Seed Spring Network in partnership with the Adventist Heritage Cooperative Fund Limited and the National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program, together with our donors. Today, Franklin is going to take them through the tasks that the board has given them. They are supposed to create a detailed customer persona I hope they take so much cues from there, because after here, they'll be going back to meet the board. Franklin, you are welcome. Let me get out of your way so that you do what you do best.
All right, it's a joy to see you once again with a time with the faculty. And sure, this is the 4th session you are having. And I'm sure so far you've learned a lot yourself, going through the hands of different faculty members. And, it's been nice, unfortunately, for those who have been evicted, but I believe that as we go forward, it will become more intense. So you need to be able to up your game. And today we are going to look at a critical part of your business that you submitted. Very, very critical. It is the heart of your business. Your customer. A business without the customer, I call it entrepreneurship key-fits. If you have a business and you don't have customers, you don't have a market, you're only doing what we call entrepreneurship key-fits. You're only running and exercising your muscles. But you need to be able to identify who exactly is going to use your product or service. And that is why today we need to be able to profile your customers and what we call the customer persona development. You need to be able to understand who you are selling to, whom you are selling to, what kind of segment that they are. And all of you have a different, unique businesses. So today we'll delve into it. We'll do some exercises for you to practically know exactly your target market and what exactly you need to be able to sell in. So this is very key for us. So when we talk about persona, when we say persona, we are talking about the collective image, the collective image or characteristics that represent a segment of your target audience. Okay, so have you profiled your customers? I'm sure you have, because that is very critical for the board to be able to look at, because without a strong customer segmentation and without the right target market, no investor will want to put his money into a business that they don't know whom you are selling to. Sometimes you ask people, who are you selling to? They say, oh, for me, my product is for everyone. Are you sure your product is for everyone? Even at the space, there should be, whether you are selling to children, whether you are selling to adults, whether you are selling to the Gen Zs, the kind of market is different. And that is, so collecting various characteristics, various images about your customer or a segment market is what we call the persona, customer persona. And it cannot be an entire a target market. You can't segment the whole country. Neither can you use only one person to determine that. You just have to find your golden middle, your sample size, and that will give you a good picture of the kind of people that you have to sell to. So these are what we call the users. So your customer persona or your customers are what we call the users. Users of your product or a service. Whom are you selling to? Who is going to use your products? So who are the users of your products? Okay, so can we have the microphone for her?
Ladies especially.
So your users are ladies.
Sure.
Especially ladies.
Yeah.
They are your target. Which kind of, among the ladies grouping, we have the young ladies, we have the old ladies.
Yeah.
So what kind of ladies are you really targeting?
Ladies between the ages of 15 to 45 years.
Okay, so now have you seen, she has started doing the persona, giving the characteristics.
Yeah.
That my customers are for ladies between what? 15 to 45. So you are getting some demographic characteristics about them. So that is what, so users are the people who experience the core problem you have identified. All of you here are here because you have identified a problem and you want to solve it. You are in the tech space. What problem have you identified and you are trying to solve?
Right, so with the software, we realized that some individuals or businesses would require a custom-built software to run their businesses. So we tailor those developments to their expectation. Okay, so in the marketplace, you realize there's a problem. Yes.
The off-the-shelf software does not help everybody.
Yes,
so some people want customized softwares.
For that.
So you decide to go in to solve that problem.
Yes.
So your users are the people who experience the problem you are trying to identify. Yeah. So it means that all those who are looking for customized softwares, solutions are your users.
Yes.
And they can come to you. So for you to be able to understand it very well, as part of this will help you to develop what we call the user mapping. Okay, you map out your users or your customers, so you can be able to understand the feeling each one of them have. So when you say user map, a user map is a tool to help you think through the key characteristics. She started thinking, initially she was thinking that it's for all women. Then we decided to go deeper and realize it's not for all women, it's for ladies. And it's not for all ladies, but for what? Young ladies between the ages of what? 15 to 45. You are broadening your scope. So you map out, you do what you call the user mapping. You use a tool to help you think through the key characteristics, the needs, and the pain points users are experiencing. And that is what most often people think. When they are developing, they sit in their room and they say, oh, I did with them in the common market, but when I take this to the market, people will buy it. No. You need to be able to map out your users, your customers. Do a mapping system. I'll show you how to do it, and we'll do an exercise for you to be able to, using your own business, to map out your customers. Why do we have to do this? The reason is that good solution design is grounded in deep understanding of the person for whom you are designing. Good solution, if you really are giving out a very good solution to a problem, like you have determined that a bellboy's ringing the bell, sometimes there's a problem with timing, there's a problem of forgetting, there's a problem with everybody hearing the bell and all that. But when you are designing a good solution, it should be grounded in deep understanding of the person for whom you are designing it for. So whether at night, especially boarding schools, who should wake up very early to go and ring the bell for everybody to wake up? Moving from dormitory, one hall to the other, there's a system that can wake everybody up at a time. So you are solving a particular problem. And that problem you are solving, you need to make sure that the solution you are giving to them, the solution for that problem, is well grounded by the people's understanding, not your desire. Sometimes we design products or services based on our own intuition, based on what we feel. But should that be the case? Okay, any question now? All right, so now let's look at it. How do you define your user? How do you define your customer? How do you know their persona, their personality? So first of all, you're thinking through your own business. Name the core group of people being impacted by the problem you are solving. I asked her, she's saying that it's for young ladies between 15 to 45. So that is the core group of people being impacted by the problem you are solving. Let's take the microphone to my brother. What are the core group that you are serving?
Okay, we are looking at students, we are looking at faculty, we are looking at indigents, we are looking at non-teaching staff.
Okay.
At KNUST.
So your business is based in a community of KNUST, the community of IUDRC. Yes. So you are targeting the students, yes. You are targeting the indigents, faculty, yes. And you are targeting the indigents around the community. Yes. So that is being able to name the core group that your business is imparting. People need food in that area, and that you are targeting these three critical groups: students, faculty, and the indigents. This is clear, and every business idea that you have and every problem that you are solving, you should be clear in your mind your target markets. So when you sleep and you wake up and they ask you, which customer segment are you serving? Clearly you know. So you are clear in your mind where to be able to take your product to. There are a lot of people they don't really know exactly the market they are serving. So they do something here and there, they push it around. Sometimes it doesn't get sold. But a product without a good customer is just an entrepreneurship fit. We need to be able to do that. All right, now you are into juices.
Yes, sir.
What are the core group of people you are serving?
Okay, we are looking at adolescents, like school children.
Okay.
Yes.
Adolescents, school children.
Yes.
Okay, so you see the quadrant I have on the screen here.
Yes, sir.
So at the top here we have circumstances. Circumstance. So you can write it there. Later you use it. You have circumstance here. Then at the top right here, we have what we call pain point. I will explain. And our viewers out there, every product that you want to come out with, when you put this quadrant in place, it helps you guide you that you are not just going to do a K-Fit, entrepreneurship K-Fit, but you are really going in to make money because you know whom you are going to sell to. So circumstance, pay points, then we have the influences. The influences. Okay, at the lower there. Then at the middle, we have what we call the overall goal. Overall goal. Then we have feelings here. Okay, feelings here. And the top there, we have what we call the task. And I will explain all of them to you. We'll have an example going. So if you are home, you can draw something like this. Your product that you find yourself in, the idea that you are bringing to bear, the problem you are solving, the solution you want to bring. Who are going to be the users? Who are your customers? Which segment are you serving? So first of all, name the core group, and all of them here have clear orientation, they are clear in their mind the kind of group they want to serve. Now we have the quadrants ready. So here we have the quadrants. Now we'll start with circumstances, and I will explain. So when we talk of circumstances, how you describe this user? Where do they live? Under which circumstances are they? Okay, so how will you describe the user? And he was clear that he's looking at KNUST students. These students are very sophisticated. Okay, they are very sophisticated. Yeah, we have the Dabis there. So even on campus, we have the upper class, the middle class, and the lower class. Do you see that? So you can't do a product and say that you are targeting everybody on campus. There are some people who have a high level of taste. They are on campus as students, but they want to eat at Lancaster. Okay? They want to eat at a high profile. So how can I design a product that will serve people at the high level, at the middle level, at the lower level? There are some products in the market in Ghana today. A product like Apple, no matter what you do to them, they have designed their product that is for certain class of people. They are not forcing everybody to come and buy Apple. They are not forcing you to buy MacBook, buy iPhone. They are not forcing you. They've designed their products, and this is them. Samsung will give you a grade. Okay? You know, we have Samsung phones that are more expensive than iPhone. So they have their class they are targeting. Then they have the one for those of us who are in the middle class. Then they have those for those of us who are, even you can get some people will say, of Samsung quality. Okay? They want to make sure that they are meeting every kind of persona, because they designed to be able to make sure that they meet different classes. So how you describe this user? Where do they live? What is their situation? Do they have access to technology? All will influence the kind of thing you do. So you look at the customers, the people you are dealing with. How do I rate them out? Do they have access to technology? All these things should inform you, your mind, of what you design. So you want to do delivery service. Are the people that I am targeting, do they have the app? Can they deal with the app system where there's a delivery, where they can go on the app and deliver their food and the motorbike will deliver it to them? Do they have that? Look at their circumstances and describe them, and it helps you to position your customers very clear. Okay? And one of the things you should make clear, your customer base. Clearly tell everybody within a second, should be able to know which target markets you are serving. And that is very clear. Now let's go to task. So here's the circumstance. You describe it here. I'll give you an example and you see how we describe it in the quadrant. So this is the circumstance. The next one is, we'll go this way, task. So look at task. What tasks are users trying to complete? Okay, what are they trying? What do people want? You are in the clothing industry. You are also in the clothing industry. What is there? What is currently not available? And people are trying to get, even from outside the country. And can you provide it? What kind of people want those kind of things? All these ones help you to position your brand well. Position your solution well in the minds of the kind of customers you want. So check the task your users want to complete and see how best you can enhance the completion of that task. And that is how. Why do people want to take fresh juices? Is your juice pasteurized? you understand
Yes,
pasteurization?
yes. The pineapple ginger is pasteurized.
It's pasteurized.
Yes.
Okay. Why do you pasteurize it? Why do you think customers will prefer pasteurized pineapple ginger juice?
Okay, mostly what they say is that if it is the normal pineapple, they can prepare it in the house.
Okay.
But it's being pasteurized informs them about how healthy it is, because it mostly kills some of the microorganisms, and even it stays on the shelves a little bit longer than the fresh
We'll
one.
take the second one, yes. So shelf life, okay? People want to use it for parties, for long, they want to use it to buy it and put down and be able to use it or keep it in their shop for quite some time. So they want to complete the task of getting something that will not spoil within some few days. So that is what they are trying to complete. So you give them a pasteurized juice. Okay, so everybody have the reason why they are doing something. So you should be able to meet them at the point of their need. Are we good? All right. Now, the next. So here is a task. Then we go to so we are doing the first three at the top. So we've done the second task. We've done the task down. Let's get to the pain points. Okay, pain points. What pain points might the users be experiencing that they hope to overcome? When we say pain points, some people are going through a lot of frustrations. They are looking for solutions for a problem. Okay? Those frustrations that they are going through. Some people are looking for ways of, they bring in accountants, they come and chop their money. They want a software system that just by small entry, it prepares all their books for them. It's a pain point. What kind of pain points are the users hoping to overcome? Based on that, it helps you to design the product to meet your customer's need. Okay? So there's a pain point that people said when they prepare the fresh juice probably and they put it down and they don't have refrigerators at home, it gets spoiled. So it's a pain point. People are losing their product. So they want a means where they can prolong the shelf life. Okay? So that is a pain point. What are the pain points people want to overcome? Look at that one and it helps you to be able to get to your customers. That is very, very critical. Do you understand that everybody have some level of pain points that they want to overcome? So check it with the people. As you are drawing up the kind of customers I have to sell my product to, check it out and it will help. So when you finish, you put your product in this context. Then you can be able to identify your customers. The next one, let's come down to the lower part of the quadrant. You have the feelings. Feelings. So how is the user feeling about the current experience? Probably you were just thinking of, I need to sew a dress and that is it. You want to open up your mind. Check with this. What are people going through when it comes to clothing line? Look, I was in South Africa in a shop. I've never seen some before. I got my suit done. Full piece suit, 3-piece suit, done in less than 8 hours. Ghana tailor ni ompa suit. For a Ghanaian tailor to give you one suit to take you like a month. Okay? If you want to go into the fashion industry, it's a different ballgame. The person has been able to profile the kind of customers he wants to deal with. He had developed their persona. Later I will show you a whole biography. How you table and you have a whole system for different classes like your place. Okay? You know how to deal with students that have high taste. You meet them. Those that are middle, those that are done, you meet everybody with that kind of target. So this guy has been able to do that. If I need white shirts, I don't have to buy white. He takes your measurement. And you have your white shirts measured. So you don't buy off the shelf white shirts. He gives you your suits. All within. I went to the shop around 5 p.m. The next morning, 10 a.m., I have my suit ready. That's a serious businessman. He knows that the kind of people who buy the kind of suits he does do not have time. So he has profiled them. He knows their persona. He knows their characteristics. And he knows the pain point of looking for a certain kind of suit for a program. And your tailor, a Ghanaian tailor will tell you, boss, wait, they just had 3 weeks. 1 month time. He has taken that pain point and provided a solution to it. So check your products. What are the pain points people complain about in the industry in which you find yourself? And change the scope. So they're looking for innovators, they're looking for businessmen that will look at their pain points, that will look at their feelings and provide a need for them. When you have that, customers will flock to you. So look at it. Go and make some changes from your way, because when the board asks you, you should be able to go beyond the normal way of customers segmenting. That, oh, everybody. Now, don't say my product is for everybody. You need to be able to break it down. And that's why we are having the quadrant. Now, you look at their feelings. Let's look at their influences. What people, things, or places may influence how the user acts. Customers, their persona, they act in different way. When they are on campus, even if they don't have money, they pretend as if they have money. So provide what they need on campus for them. You think that somebody will not buy food worth 100 Ghana cedis per plate on campus? They will buy. Okay? So don't say that. Profile them very well. Profile the customers very well. There are some people who can afford 200 cedis per plate. Look at them. If they are your target, there are some people, their business, they don't care about anybody, they care about a certain class of people, and they get them. And if they get 10 of those people, there are more than 100 people of getting the 100 people at the lower base. Others also prefer the lower people, get thousands of them, and make their money from them, than to target just 10 people, depending on what you want to do. What is influencing them? What people, things, or places may influence how the user acts. Okay? So look at the area they are staying in. If the community where you are, have you read the scenario of Mercedes-Benz? You go to places, some people do not know the value. Others see the value. Don't push your product to people who do not value your products. If you want to build a certain brand, there are times you need to move to a certain height and a certain level. And it changes the whole equation. You also want to serve students, but can they patronize what you have? If they cannot pay for it, look out for the bigger community. Then look out for where, how, and the thing that will influence it. If it's social media, that will cause you to influence the people to act to your things. Make sure that you get to that level. Then the overall goal. What is the user's ultimate goal? Every user. Okay, you have a question?
Yes, sir. Please, the pain point and the feeling.
Yeah. I
would be very much pleased if you
to be able to explain it well. So how is the user feeling about their current situation? So for the feelings, currently I'm getting some service, but the service is not what I want. But the pain point generally is looking at my frustrations about something that I will need to solve a problem. But the feelings are the things that I would love to have gotten. Probably I'm getting a service, okay? Maybe I'm getting a service from a network company. I will not mention any of the network company's name, okay? I'm getting a service from them. My area, I buy a lot of data, but I'm not getting an internet access. It's a pain point. I'm paying, the service is already there, but I'm not getting service. It's a pain point. So when somebody comes with a wide area network, and tells me that, all that you need, come to me. I stay around the area. I provide a wide area network for you, and I will charge you 100 cedis per month. The person is provided. It means that now you stop buying the data from the bigger telcos that you are paying for, but you are not getting the service. It's a pain point for you. Okay. Now, so that is one of the scenarios. Then at the same time, yes, this man now starts to provide you with a wide area network. And you have a feeling that, he's doing good for me. But I wish I could get it when I move from home. Because there's the kind of quality of service I'm getting. I wish I could get it from everywhere. So it becomes a feeling you wish you could have that kind of feeling. Okay? The service is good, but you are not getting it the way you want it. But the pain point, that one, you have a frustration as to how you are to get it. So do you see the difference? See, the overall goal of every customer, customers want to maximize their satisfaction at a reduced cost. But I will not say the reduced cost. There are some customers who want to maximize their satisfaction even if it's at a high cost. They don't mind to pay for it once they are getting a good service. That is an overall goal. So check with your people. Check as you create base. I'll give an example, and we can use it to go through. Now,
please, I have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
Even before you got to the overall goal, I was thinking, is there not some kind of similarities between the task and the overall goal?
Okay. Okay, so here, so the task is they are trying to complete a certain particular process. Okay, they have something they wish to get. They are trying to, like I gave this man business as a scenario. They want to have the task they want to complete is that they want to have an accounting software that can be able to provide, when you enter the data, it can prepare your profit and loss for you, your balance sheet for you, give you all your financial analysis for you. Okay, it's a task they want to complete, but they need a solution. They've tried some of the things off the shelf. It's not giving them so that's the task they want to complete. But at the end of the day, the overall goal is that they want to maximize the satisfaction they want at a certain appreciable cost, and that is important.
We will be right back. The Pitch Ghana is brought to you by Hope Channel Ghana in partnership with Seed Spring Network and proudly sponsored by the Adventist Heritage Cooperative Fund Limited and the National Entrepreneurship Innovation Program.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Kusimsia, CEO of Adventist Heritage Cooperative Fund Limited. We became a self-help cooperative fund on September 20th, 2022, with the sole aim of helping church members and institutions to become financially independent. The Adventist Heritage Cooperative Fund Limited has the following financial products for individuals and institutional members. Institutional products include a savings account and the purpose-driven account. We have the individual member products, which includes the Menidaso, the Medachi. The kiddie account can be opened for persons under 18 years by the parents or guardians. As the CEO of the fund, I can confidently say we have been very successful and profitable since we were set up. My assurance to you, therefore, is this: your funds are safe with us because we have a team of qualified professionals with experience in fund management. Together, we can make you financially independent. Back off, we make you financially independent.
Welcome back.
Now let's do an example with this quadrant that we have. Okay, let's have an example. Now, I'm giving an example of a tomato farmer, some tomato farmers that we have met, and you can easily identify. So here, I've done it in such a way so that we can have the middle for you to be able to identify the problem in there. So, but it's the same way that we've done. So you have the middle there. So there's tomato farmers in rural areas. And you know, like you go to Akumadan, and in the bumper harvest, everybody harvests a lot of tomatoes in glouts. Plenty. Bumper harvest. Now, they have a problem. Look at the task these farmers are looking for. So we can start with the circumstance. They are agricultural farmers in rural areas of Ghana. So that's the circumstance. We are describing the kind of customers we are looking. They use traditional farming methods and have not introduced high technology interventions. Their crops are productive during a certain part of the year, during the bumper season. And they are not able to sell all of their produce during the short window. It becomes leading to spoilage and loss of profits, post-harvest loss. So that is the circumstance these farmers find themselves. Okay, we are describing a problem. So the user group that we are designing a product for. I'm a technology person. I want to design a product for some clients. And the client that I want, you have a question.
So in this case, can the circumstance be seen as the problem statement?
The problem statements. It's just the problem statement. You must be clear in your mind the kind of problem you are solving. Now, what task are they trying to complete? They try to find customers. Now, plenty tomatoes. They try to sell their product at a low cost because all of you are tomatoes farmers, everybody. So people come and now, tomato that during the lean season, you sell one basket for 500 Ghana. You are now selling one basket for 50 Ghana because of the bumper harvest. So they sell their product. They try to dry the tomatoes themselves because the thing is getting rotten. But they do not have the technology to do it. So it's a task they want to do. Like the people who want accounting software to be able to solve, but they want to try something, but it's not helping. So what is the pain points? Now let's look at the difference. They lose income due to crop spoilage. It's the pain point. They do not make enough profits from their crops. They do not have a ready market to sell their dry tomatoes to. Who is looking for? So it has become a problem. They can't even dry properly. And now let's come to the feelings. They feel devastated by the loss of their crops. Some people even say next year I will not farm again. So that is a pain point. And they do not make enough profits from their crops. It's critical. They do not have ready markets to sell their tomatoes to. That's a pain point for them. And most people go through that. So somebody needs to provide a solution to these farmers. Now, what influences them? Some of the influence, economic hardship is pushing them to produce more tomatoes so that they can take care of their families. They see crops rotting. The traders want to buy at a cheaper price. And you know these market queens, they will travel all the way from Accra to Akumadan or to some of the villages to buy these tomatoes. And they know very well that when they come to Accra, they will sell one small basket for 200 cedis. But they go and buy a whole big basket for 100 Ghana. And these people are losing out. So now, what is the overall goal for these farmers? The overall goal is they want to make enough profits from the produce all year round to take care of their families. They want their produce to last longer. They want ready and reliable markets for their produce. So you can also look at what your customers that you want to produce for. Okay, the schools that you want to produce for. At the end of the day, what is the overall goal the school wants to make? These are all things that you need to be able to put into practice and understand the persona. So now, what the person is designing for them is to design a dryer, a special dryer, that as soon as they harvest, they can put all the tomatoes in a dryer, it dries them, and they are able to blend it into powder. They are not doing paste, they are doing powdered tomatoes as a technology. And these farmers now do not face problem of post-harvest losses. So they are looking for a solution that they can now dry their tomatoes and have powdered tomatoes. The way we have powdered pepper, you can have powdered tomatoes and use it for your soup and your stews. So look at your customers. What are they looking for? Then you define it using this quadrant. It helps you to understand. And I'm sure viewers are trying to appreciate some of the things that we are talking about here. Check your business at home. Check what the family is doing. Now try to see how best you can put it into perspective and check with your customers base and see if you can make some changes to your business. Because we are not only talking about our friends in here, but we're also looking at your business at home so that together we can make some impact on our businesses. So now here is a user persona type. Okay? Somebody had just profiled one of his customers that, okay, this my customer is 28 years old. So you can have a category of age that my products usually are consumed or my services are consumed by maybe people within the demographic. When I ask her, she's saying that her customers are between age 15 to 45. So when she's planning and doing everything, her target, the way she will reach the markets, will all be influenced by the kind of people. You want to reach young people who are between ages of 15, even from the 15 to 25, and you are always putting your adverts in newspapers. These young people do not have time to read your newspapers. Yeah, so look at it. So if you look at this customer persona, he's married with kids. They know the kind of city where they are, and look at their he knows that his customers are even they are more introverts, they have more thinking, they are more intuition, and they are more perceiving. Now you do know that we have a software that can just aggregate your customers for you. Think through. You can do a lot of things for them. Let's say you are selling to a particular shop where they sell more of your produce. You can just give them some Google form, like the regular customers who come to buy your juice in the shop, for them to fill it out for you. It gives you a good customer behavior of your people. So you see, they have the bio of the customers. Bio should be a short paragraph to describe user journey as well as his background. You do for just few of them. It gives you a rough idea. Then the goals, a task that needs to be completed. A life goal to be a teacher or something, what the people are looking for. Just like what we use this quadrant, the overall goal and all that. The tasks, I've already talked about the task. The frustrations is the pain point, what they go through. Then the motivation, the influences, the incentive, the growth, the social, the fear. These are the influences that we look at. Then touch point, how do you reach them? After getting to know all these people. So if you look at this particular person, how do they reach them more? Facebook and Instagram. So when you do a very good demography, it will tell you that, look, my clothing line, and you are fortunate, our moderator will wear your clothing line, and anytime, maybe when I get one, I promote. Anytime that he gets onto he's reaching out to thousands of people for you and advertising the product. So these people, you could see, this can tell me that his customers are more elite. Look at Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn, email. But look at where traditional ad, radio, newspaper, TV, very, very low. PR efforts, referrals. So you could see that the customers that he's profiling are more elite inclined. They are using more IG, Instagram. They are using the Facebook more. They are using TikTok. They are using all these areas. So when you profile your customers very well, it tells you which medium to use to reach them. Which medium to use to reach them. Sometimes one of the best ways to blast WhatsApp messages, WhatsApp ad to different groupings, people to share for you and move it around. And it's a way of selling. Sometimes all that you need is to have an ad, increase your ad page on Facebook and just blast to target markets. Now, don't say that my product is for everybody. So this is for you. And you have to try your hands. You're going to do it at home. But for now, in a minute, you have the drawing. Can you think through your own experience? Just now, put your own business.
I think I was going through with mine already. So
you're trying. Okay, so you can share. Now everybody try and draw it. You have it here. So whilst every one of you draws this, you put your business idea into it. By the time you meet the board, you are so confident that you can close your eyes and tell them exactly the kind of people you are targeting. So Ken, while they are doing their own, you can share with that.
Yeah. So my own the circumstance.
Yeah.
Off-campus students have to trek long distances just to satisfy their cravings for local delicacies.
Okay, so that's the problem statement. That's the circumstance the campus find themselves in. Students have to travel long distances just to get the right, satisfy
their cravings.
Their cravings for
local delicacies.
The local delicacies. So you are targeting, your focus is on local delicacies.
Yes.
Like fufu, kokonte, dieho, or
even with the local delicacies, we have the dishes that you are going out for.
Okay.
So that one too is segmented.
Segmented, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So
that's
not
nice.
Every local delicacy.
Okay.
So we have to watch.
Let's look at your task.
So the task is for them to assess local delicacies.
Okay.
Yes. And also the pain point is the hassle of trekking long distances just to satisfy their cravings for local delicacies. Okay. And then the feelings is the stress involved in trekking long distances.
Yeah. You leave KNUST to Patase to go and eat a few fufu.
Yes.
You know,
it's a stress. It's a stress. Yes. And also the influence. What would probably lure the customer? Yeah. So you are talking of an appealing packaging.
Okay.
You have a meal with high nutritional value.
Okay.
Yes, you can think of that. And also the overall goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, the overall goal is probably they want to get access to a local delicacy at an appreciable cost.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. You talked about the feelings.
Yes, the feelings, the stress involved in trekking long distances just to satisfy their cravings for delicacy. The stress. Yeah.
All right. So he's been able to put it into perspective, and he's tackling the persona of students on campus, faculty, and the indigenes around IEDSA, Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology,
and even the corporate institutions
around it.
Yes.
Okay, so you have the banks.
Yes, you have the banks.
The banks are there.
Yes.
Other institutions are within the campus. Okay, that is good. So for me, I want to see this business in the next couple of months, in the couple of weeks, flourishing on campus, so that we can have Hope TV covering your business right from campus. That would be nice. Who else is done? All right, then we'll go with you. The camera is on you. Yes, so let's look at the circumstance of your targeted persona, your customers.
Okay, so the targeted persona, we are looking at bridals.
Okay.
And we are looking at men's garments and wedding accessories.
Okay, so
the circumstance here is, it's like people are losing interest in we the designers because we don't deliver on time.
Okay.
And they usually tag us as what we ordered versus what we got.
Yeah, people will always show the difference. What I ordered and what I got. So you are not producing on time. You are also not delivering to the quality and standards.
Yes, please.
Okay.
So our task is to provide them to provide the item on time and remove that ideology that what I ordered versus what I got. When you come Regis wardrobe, I give it to you back to back.
Okay.
Okay, so the
so Regis wardrobe, is giving people exact replica of what. If you bring the wrong design, you can give them the right. All right, that's interesting. Okay. You know one thing about seamstresses and tailors in Ghana. The day you tell them you are coming for the clothes, that day no mutual on tomano. That's the day they will cut your material. That's the day they start cutting the material. So when you come and you are even angry, you can't take the cut pieces to your house. So that's okay. So what are the pain points people are looking out for? The frustration they get from your sector.
Like going for a program and when you are not getting the dress on time and the frustration. Okay. So we are looking at like we will be there to provide them with the thing on time.
Okay. So go ahead.
Our overall goal. Is to give them our best.
Okay, so the overall goal from the point of view of your customers. So they need your best quality standards for what they decide to look best.
Try to be creative. Even when they bring their style, we'll try to add something to be unique.
Okay. All right. So make sure that one of the things I want you guys to know, when you face the board, every investor wants a clear definition of your customers and exactly how you are reaching them and how you are making money from them. I know somebody will be handling the finances and all that, but so today you're identifying them, then it's also help you to, once you identify them, how best you are reaching these people. Within your pitch will be between 3 minutes to tell them about everything. Some pitches can last for a minute. So on the day, maybe the last but one day, before you meet the board, we'll come and take you through how you can be able to organize yourself with your pitch. So when you meet them, and I'll show you videos of some of the pitches we've done with people and how even you build your confidence to meet investors and make sure that you end on a higher note and win their confidence for them to invest. Okay? Now all of you have something unique that you need to be able to convince the board that, look, your business is the most lucrative business for them to put money in. And it's all about telling them the right customer base that can be able to put money into your business. That is key. Now, we are ending. I want us to look at some few things. Some of us, okay, a question.
I didn't catch the persona type where you have the persona profile. I don't know if you have to do it for each of your customer segments.
Okay. So what you have here, you can do a few for individuals. You can do some for a group. So you can design one of this for females on campus.
So in relation to the business that you're about starting up, so you can look at let's say the student section, and then you scale it down to maybe the class of students.
The class of students you have. Mm-hmm. Then you do one for faculty. So when you are starting this, you do some interviews. Okay, it goes by interviews. That's what you can't do for everybody, and you can't do for only one person. If you use one person to stand for all of them, you'll get it wrong. Okay, so just have a sample size. That okay, today for this business, we'll interview like 50 students on campus within one day to get their view about setting up such a eatery on campus. Then you say, okay, out of the lot, we'll interview 10 lecturers. Okay, it gives you a good feeling of what the lecturers are thinking, what the students are thinking. And among the students, let's say you're interviewing 50 students, you can look at the classes that, okay, we interview 10 who looks like maybe they live in Brunei, okay? Not those boys at Katanga, but we look for those, but they are rich boys in Katanga. Yes, they are rich boys in Katanga. So you do all these segments and it gives you a good picture. And you can segment from all the halls as well. Then those in the diaspora, like those who stay outside, then you can be able to go. Okay, yes. So as I wrap up, I want us to look at this, handling rejections, just briefly. Then we can go. One of the things, as you develop customer persona, you segment your customers, you get to them, start with your product. Some people can be very rough. They will criticize you. Even your clothes are not nice, your food is not nice. But everybody have a different taste. People begin to give you false things, which sometimes can discourage you forever, and you may want to end your business. Don't. So I'll just give you 5 points and we'll close. 1, don't get emotional. As you start to get into the marketplace, don't get emotional. Stay rational. Stay rational. Let your mind work. Remember, they are dealing with your products, not you. So don't be too emotional. Accept criticism. When you are getting pinged by the haters and the critics, don't get emotional. Some people will come and even eat your food and just to say bad things about it. Don't get emotional. Sometimes, even among the judges, they'll get you to make you angry. Don't get emotional. Stay rational. Accept criticism, whatever they say about your product. Then, number 2, reframe your mindsets. Ask yourself, criticism that they are saying, is it really, really true? If it's true, reframe your mindset. Go back to the drawing table. Work at it. Rejection can be disheartening, but it doesn't have to define your worth. Let me give you a scenario. Steve Jobs went to the Dragon's Den. How many of you know the Dragon's Den? So when you get the time, you can go to YouTube and watch. Steve Jobs went to that was the time he has designed the Apple, how do we call it? The Macintosh. He went to them. That look, this is the product, I'm looking for an investor to invest in. They laugh at him. They rejected it. But later, it became $1 million project. People may reject it. People may criticize it. Stay on course once you know that this is worth it. And just push. Don't take it personal. Steve Jobs, when he was turned down at the Dragon's Den, he didn't take it personal. He went back to the boardroom, he reworked his idea, he went to the market, and it was a big hit. Don't let somebody's suggestion throw your business idea away. People may say all manner of things, but stay the course. Even if you are evicted from the show, stay. It doesn't mean that this is a program. Being evicted doesn't mean that your idea is not good. Have it at the back of your mind. Being evicted doesn't mean some of those who will be evicted will become the best businesses in the next 2 years. Okay? Stay the course. This is for you to better your products. So don't take it personal. Analyze it. Learn from the criticisms and the rejection. Use it as a fuel. Use it to motivate yourself. That me, I'll do this and prove to everybody that the idea I was trying to explain to them that they couldn't get it, it is worth it. So don't let it go. Then stay resilient. Stay resilient. Entrepreneurship is hard. Sometimes you may want to give up. Now I could pay you want to go and find some job and do. Be resilient. Learn to act. Learn the act of follow up after rejection. You see, when you learn the art of follow up after rejection, you have the opportunity to explain yourself. Sometimes what they think probably is not what it is. So have the courage, go back to them and follow up. Some of us, when somebody criticizes us, we lose our temper. We don't want to go back. Follow it up with the phone call or go to the person. By the time you realize, the person will become your best customer. People will reject it. Follow up with the call. Do a demonstration. Give them free samples. They will become your good clients. Network with them. Those who reject your, go and network, flourish with them. Get them. Those who reject your clothing. I remember somebody saw a clothes for a friend in the office. The person threw the clothes away. But today that lady is one of our best clients because she didn't give up. She came. Please, just give me the kind of cut you want, the kind of design. Then celebrate your wins. Look, every small wins you get. When you get 3 people buying your clothes, celebrate it big time. It's a milestone in your company. When you get 1 school getting your product, celebrate the wins as you go. Celebrate with your team. And I can tell you, in the next 5 minutes, we'll see you. In the next 5 years, we'll see you at the top. God bless you and enjoy your day.
We will be right back. The Pitch Ghana is brought to you by Hope Channel Ghana in partnership with Seed Spring Network and proudly sponsored by the Adventist Heritage Cooperative Fund Limited and the National Entrepreneurship Innovation Program.
My name is Emmanuel Nimate Kobodo and I'm the headmaster of Ofanko SDA School. When we started, in fact, it was difficult. We were going around looking for support. Then one pastor recommended Heritage Fund. We can save through Heritage so that when we need support, they will be there to help us. We started gradually, we were able to save something. At the end of the day, Adventist Heritage Cooperative Fund, ACOF, has helped a lot to be able to finish part of the building, and then you'll be able to purchase a school bus for the school. So I recommend Heritage Fund to you. If you need a place to save as an Adventist institution, the best place for you is ACOF.
We make you financially independent.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, my friends. I hope you have enjoyed your study. As I sat at the back, I was also going through my mind, if I were with them, what would have been my takeaway? I think for me, my takeaway was the pain points, knowing what our customers need and building resources to address these needs. I think it's something that these young people will take and to help build their presentation to meet the board. Catch us same time as you go through the journey. I am your host and my name is Chaplain Elom Edison. This program is an initiative of Seed Spring Network in partnership with the Adventist Heritage Cooperative Fund and the National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program, together with our donors. At the pitch, we say dreams become a reality. My prayer is that these young entrepreneurs, their dreams will become a reality.